And one of the questions I asked is, why is my doggy, Youngin, so tired today? 6 idioms to help you kind of express how hard you've been working recently, just like him. Okay, well, he's gone off to have another nap. But the first idiom that we had was, I worked my finger to the bone, which sounds very serious. I worked my finger to the bone, my fingers to the bone, if you want. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It means that you worked so incredibly hard that literally your fingers are now just bone, because the flesh and the skin and the nails, it's all gone because you worked incredibly hard. My mum used to say this when I was a little boy. I worked my fingers to the bone to feed you kids. And it's great. It makes you work really, really hard. The second thing you could say is to say, I'm snowed under at the moment. I'm snowed under. I'm snowed under with work. I'm snowed under with projects. I'm snowed under with homework. And it's a fantastic way to kind of imagine all of this work piled on top of you like a snowstorm and you can't get out. It's pretty simple. I'm so busy right now because of so many different things. I'm snowed under. The next thing you could say is when you've done something to really help somebody, you could say, I bent over backwards for you. I bent over backwards for you. So to bend over backwards is to basically do something incredibly difficult, or to put so much effort into something to help somebody. So I bent over backwards to buy you that pony for Christmas, and then you just let it run free, liberty for ponies. You bend over backwards, okay, to do something that's beyond the normal, something extraordinary. Next one is pretty fantastic, to go back to the grindstone, back to the grindstone. And I always like to think, back to the grindstone is when they used to make old swords and weapons and used to grind the sword on the grindstone, and you're back to that hard work. It's really difficult stuff, and you're going back to it when you've been on holiday, on vacation, and then you're going back to the grindstone. The next one is to jump through hoops. Again, similar to bend over backwards, to jump through hoops is to do something very, very, very difficult to help somebody. I jumped through hoops to get you that place in Cambridge University. I had to pay. Oh, no, that's bribery and corruption. It's unethical. But I jumped through hoops. You did something kind of difficult to help somebody, and they should appreciate that. Now, the final one I threw at my students to see if they could understand what it was to get squared up. To get squared up. Now, from where I'm from, in the north of England, to get squared up means to get organized and tidy up. So if you say we need to square up, it just means simply we need to get organized and get tidy. But as my cousin found out when he went to work in London, if you say that in London, it doesn't quite mean to get tidy and get organized, because it also means to fight. You square up to somebody when you're about to fight. So people were slightly worried that my cousin was going to start fighting with people in the office, and they were a little bit afraid of him. But it's a colloquialism. So in the north of England, to get squared up or to square up means to tidy or organize things into a lovely, beautiful square. There we go. Fantastic. So 6 idioms about hard work or helping somebody that you can use almost every single day, because we love talking about work. It's our favorite subject. Isn't that sad?